viewers, welcome back to the channel. My video title of this video is about, I had to put some battle music because this Sunday the Steelers go into battle versus the Atlanta Falcons. As you guys know, this is the game preview. I usually do the game previews on my channel. If you're not familiar with me, I used to do it, I think for the past year and I have, or since I started doing like the sports stuff on my own channel, I was doing that. But since now I'm on Steelers Syndicate channel, I'm gonna bring it to the Syndicate brand. So I'm gonna try to get a guest, special guest, try to get one of those every week if I can. I think so. If anybody watching this who want to come on, if you are a part of a different team, like the team that's opposing, or if you're just a fan of the Steelers as well, hey, let me know. You can come on the channel like that. We can discuss the preview matchups of different games as well. And yeah, that's all I got really. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. But today we have a special guest. We have, of course, the founding member of Steelers Syndicate and also Steel Nation Australia's Mark D.
What's going on? How's Syndicate treating you? Going all right?
Going pretty good so far. Pretty good. You know, I'm trying to make as many videos as possible. I either make a lot in the morning when I'm available or at night. But now since the season has started, you can do pre-tape stuff, so you can like have everything planned out and you ain't gotta like rush everything out. Because off season, you gotta keep looking at the news every 5 seconds. You gotta make videos in the car when you go home. You gotta sneak out and try to make videos on the side. But now the regular season is here, so you can just wait and like see when the game plays out on Sunday.
Be the first Syndicate channel that's 24/7, mate. You know, you are like the Adam Schefter of the Syndicate. You never sleep. That's all you do. Right.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Now, you guys are building a
24-hour
stream over there. Pretty good brand. With Derek and the Lions and Trey and Gage for the Broncos. We'll see. I don't know if you guys are doing Broncos and Steelers Syndicate with Gage. You're going back and forth.
Yeah.
But week 2 is going to, I know we're going to talk about week 1, but week 2 is very, very intriguing also because a lot of people are hyped around Bo Nix, but he's going to verse a Mike Tomlin star-studded all-pro defense. Now we just signed, I don't know if your audience knows, but we just signed Cameron Hayward to a 3-year extension.
Yep.
So
for $5 million.
Look at week 2 being not a. They think it's going to be an easy game this week. I think the Falcons fans go, oh, it's just the Steelers, and they all go back to Russell Wilson. Of like, but look past that. This team is going to be a very physical team. I think week 1.
Yep. But our first game we play, of course, Atlanta Falcons, the Dirty Birds. The Dirty Birds this week in Atlanta. I think last year we played at home, but most of the time they have us on the road week 1. I think last year we played at home, but we got beat by the 49ers. But this year we play on the road against the Falcons. And I think it should be a pretty good game. The Falcons got a team that's kind of like, their team is like, on paper it look good, but I gotta wait and see what they're gonna truly be fully. Let's see.
Yeah, for me, okay, with the Falcons, you've got Kirk Cousins. That's something to be. They don't know this yet.
Yeah, Justin Simmons. That's what they got. Yeah, that's who they got. Yeah, they picked up him. I can't think of his name. Justin Simmons. So they got 2 great safeties.
Yeah,
I think now. Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew Judon, the defensive end.
Yep. Grady Jarrett.
Receiver, good running back. Like the team's got stars on it. I'm not saying they're a bad team, but I think a lot of analysts are saying right now that we aren't. You know, we're obviously the underdog. We're $2.40 or something like that. We are not the most likely team to win, but we've seen it time and time again when that happens with the Bills and the Bengals.
The Bills one was probably my favorite one. That was a good opener. You know, we came back during the game like that. I think this game right here might be more of something different.
Nobody thought we had a chance in that game.
Yeah.
No one. And then we had the Miles Killebrew block. I don't know if Big Ben was playing that game. I think that was his last year.
Yeah, he threw a touchdown to Deontay. He caught that little bobble, one-handed catch in the corner.
Yeah. That was one where they said the Bills going to be run over us, and that was the time where Josh Allen had his Super Bowl window. Now he's just kind of like closing a little bit too.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. I'm kind of happy that we had a bad preseason because there's not as much like hype. It's like, oh, what do we expect from the Steelers offense? But we know what to expect from the Steelers defense.
Hey, last year the hype was crazy. Like, oh, this is gonna be the best offense ever. We're going to the Super Bowl, and then the 49ers took us back down to reality. Yeah, but
big time.
So entering the game, what you think are the strengths of the Steelers? The strength of the Steelers and a little bit of the Falcons too, like both sides like that. Like the team strengths of each side.
Well, I reckon the team strengths, if you really focus on things and you're looking at matchup and stuff like that, you can't go past TJ Watt and TJ Watt on the outside against. I don't even care who the left tackle is or the right tackle is. At this point, it doesn't matter who their left tackle or right tackle is, and with TJ Watt, he just became. He's going to be a dad soon in February.
Yeah.
People are saying he's going to get that dad strength, but this year, you know what? He's going to go after Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins is an older quarterback. And if you were to rate Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson, who's better out of those two? It's like 50-50.
And Kirk got an Achilles. He come off Achilles injury as well, like a tear Achilles.
That's right, last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say one of our strengths, obviously, is TJ Watt. I think our strengths is middle linebacker play. It's the first time we get to see Patrick Queen play in a real football game, not just 2 series. We get to see him the whole game. And that means a lot too, by the way, by going down to the last 4 minutes and it's 3rd down and 6 from the 50, you know, Steelers down by 4, can you get the sack? Those kind of plays, right?
Yeah.
So I think our strengths are going to be defense. I think Keanu Benton and Cameron Hayward's going to be a strength too, coming off his injury. The D-line does look better than it was promised, I think, with a rotation around DeMarvin Leal. What do you think? I think overall the defense is our strength. That's what we're going with.
Yeah, that's the main thing for the past, ever since we got Minkah Fitzpatrick, our defense has been like the strength of our team. Like that one year, I think in 2020 was probably our best year. I wish we had a good offense that year. Because with that defense that year, we could have made the Super Bowl, I think. But the Steelers defense with TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, they should have to do a pretty good job against the Atlanta Falcons O-line. And also the middle linebackers, like you said, having Patrick Queen, Peyton Wilson. It was a good matchup between Kyle Pitts and Patrick Queen probably the whole day. And we're also going to see Bijan Robinson going to be going out the backfield, probably lining up in the slot. He's a very versatile running back, so you probably don't see him matched up against some guys too. But I like our chances though, on like defensively, because their receivers, they got Drake London, he's 6'5", but besides him, there's not really nothing like where you like really like afraid of like that. So I think we should do a good job defensively to like lock some stuff up.
Well, now we have as well JPJ being our lockdown corner.
Yep.
And I'm also interested in, and by the way, it's really good to talk football talk and not just like rumor talk. It's actually a lot of fun.
Is Brendan, are you coming?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The 49ers apparently, and they're not too happy with their owners spending all their money. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because they're going to spend all this money and get nothing out of it. I think that'd be great. So all the Steelers fans who are saying that we should have got him and we've, well, now what they've done is they're going to go get Cameron Hayward. He signed up. They'll sign up probably Fry and move some other players too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I know I like the defense in terms of JPJ can lock down their best receiver. That's going to be an interesting matchup. So if Kirk Cousins can't get there, maybe he checks down to Kyle Pitts and another matchup with a safety, Deshaun Elliott on him, or the middle linebackers. And also Dante Jackson as well. It's his first game too. A lot of first games for our Steelers on that side. But the defense in itself hasn't really changed that much. They've just gotten bigger and better and stronger. Every year, TJ Watt gets stronger. Every year, Highsmith gets stronger. Herbig getting better. So,
and Corey Trice. Corey Trice is going to be finally out there fully too. Corey Trice. And I think he missed the whole last season. I think Corey Trice will be a nice piece. I think he's going to be. I still believe that by week 4 or 5, he probably work himself to being cornerback too. I think he can beat out Dante Jackson eventually. Because he like 6'3", 6'4" cornerback. He can play inside. He can play outside. Yeah. He might can play safety too. They always had him playing all over the field during training camp, so he could play a safety position. They wanted to too as well. So and he's very physical. He's not afraid to tackle either. So I think he'd be nice.
Let's go back to your point about London Drake, because I just went to the Atlanta Falcons depth chart, and I'm trying to watch more NFL ever than before. Like, because I don't know about you, when I was a kid, I watched so much NFL, it consumed my brain. I knew all the players, right? I knew every single one, from Larry Fitz to everyone, right? But now in my older days, I just kind of watch Steelers football. But when you talked about Drake London, okay, we think we have a receiver 2 problem, right? Their receiver 2, I don't know who this guy is. Either Darnell Mooney or the slot receiver is Ray McLeod.
Oh, he's on the Falcons.
Yeah. That's their receiver. Whoever, if you know who Darnell Mooney is, let me know.
He played for the Bears last year.
Is he good?
He's a speedster. He's more of like he's kind of like a Van Jefferson type, deep threat. Like you get like bombs, supposedly, the type of stuff.
You know what? I know we have the draft, or the 30 draft coming up in an hour, but don't be shocked if I draft Van Jefferson to prove a point at the 4th pick. Do not be shocked. I will do that to piss a lot of people off and make a statement.
The 4th pick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it. I'll do it to make a note. And then I'll win the comp too. If I draft Van Jefferson, my receiver number 2 is receiver 1, I will win the comp that way as well. Anyways,
Yeah,
No,
but
I probably won't. Okay, well, going back to it, dude. Like you're right. Drake London is going to be matched up with JPJ, right? That's
yeah, that
going
was
to
a good
happen.
matchup.
The other receivers are Darnell Mooney, Rayro McLeod, Casey Washington, and someone Hodge from the Detroit Lions. They've got 5 receivers. Now, obviously, they're going to go towards more their tight ends, but Kyle Pitts and Charlie Werney. So I haven't heard of these guys too much, really. They've got a good running back. If we get to Kirk in this game, I think we win. I
Yeah,
think we
Kirk,
put him on
Kirk is
ground
the
again.
quarterback who, if you get some pressure on him, sometimes he makes some mistakes. He'll give you an interception or two. He is good, though. He's a pretty good player. He can light you up occasionally, but I think with the way our defense is set up and very physical it is, and this is his first game back from Achilles tear, you playing the Steelers defense. So I think he's going to feel some punishment on Sunday.
He's good for stats, and also this is his first year with the Falcons. He was with the Commanders, the Redskins back in the day, the Vikings, and now the Falcons. So it's a very interesting career, I think, for Kirk Cousins. But in his career, I know it sounds harsh, but he hasn't done too much.
He has the greatest agent ever, too.
Like yeah, so he's just a guy that can throw the ball around. But if we put a bit of pressure on our strength being our defense, and maybe our running game. This is going to be one I think. I'm not saying we're going to win by 30.
I can see us winning by at least double digits. It could be double digits. Yeah, it could be like 26, 16 type stuff.
I don't know why the Falcons are favorite, to be honest.
Because I think everybody notion to hate Russell Wilson. I don't know why they hate Russell Wilson so much. I think everybody in the media, especially ESPN, Stephen A. Smith on TV, national television, screaming. I don't know why you hate Russell Wilson so much. I have no idea. But I guess it's everybody's type of like they fall in the wave to hate Russ for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm looking for the roster, man. I'm only seeing a few names that I know.
Yeah, their defense is cool, but their offense is like, I think their offense is a little shaky. Like, Kirk Cousins is cool, Drake London, but Bijan and Kyle Pitts. But after that, you're like, it's kind of like free games. Like, really?
Yeah, you got Jesse Bates, Terrell. They signed AJ Terrell to a big deal.
But he's good too. Yeah, man.
So it's gonna be interesting because our offense, of course, is new. It's gonna be new with Kirk Cousins. Who's gonna get the upper hand in our offense, and who's the better running game? Really, very intriguing.
I think, and moving to the next point, I think the weaknesses is kind of both similar on both teams. Really, the receiving core, because we know they have one. Well, Drake London is not bona fide fully yet, but he's a pretty good player. But George Pickens on our team is bona fide, the number one guy. He's on his way to being an elite receiver. I think this year he might have like 1,400 plus on the way to being an elite receiver. Drake London is a cool receiver as well, but after that. The second cornerback, the second receivers and the third receivers would struggle, I think, because the way both teams' defenses are set up, they can lock stuff down. I think the secondaries of both teams going to be pretty good and like hounding those second and third players. So we might see George Pickens double team, might see Drake London double team occasionally as well. So I think it's going to come down to like who can win the defensive matchup. If you don't turn the ball over, I think you have a chance to like find a way to win.
I was just looking here from last year's stats too for 2023 Falcons. They lost, didn't they? They lost Jono Smith, the tight end, right?
Yep, the speedster, to the Dolphins, I think.
So they've got Kyle Pitts, but they haven't got Jono Smith now. When obviously it's the revenge game, the media will say revenge game for Arthur Smith. Now I think Smith in the back of his mind will want to try and beat them, but he's more focused on I think the Steelers to try and it's not a full hateful game, but he did use Kyle Pitts a lot, and they used Jono Smith a lot. It was Drake London, their number one. Then they used tight ends a lot. So I wonder. I don't even know who the new offensive coordinator or the head coach is. Raheem Morris.
The head coach is the former.
And that's also a tough game too.
It's somebody, I forgot his name. It's the former coach. He was at the Rams, I think. He's the new coach. He was like an offensive coordinator with the Rams. I think he's the coach now.
Right.
I think.
But that's a very tough point as well. I think the more I think about this preview and we go back and forth, it's the fact that it's his first game as a coach and it's Mike Tomlin's 200 and something game. So
and Tomlin 4-0 versus the Falcons too. He never lost to the Falcons.
4-0.
Steelers 15-2. Yeah, all time.
15-2. Yeah, won since 2006. That's when it was good and Madden back then.
In 06, I was like 5 years old in 2006. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago.
I keep saying that like if the Steelers were in the NFC South, we win it every year.
Oh man,
you just got to get 9 wins and you win it.
Yeah, the Panthers.
Crazy?
Bucks,
9 wins and you flip a coin.
Yeah, or the East, or the NFC East, where the Cowboys play the Giants, and you play the Commanders all the time. Like, come on.
maybe Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins go. Oh, you can have it this year. You won 9. You have it this year.
I think the Bucks might win it though. I think the Bucks, their defense is a little tougher. I think they might win it this year, but the division wide open. That division.
I like the Bucks, man. I know it's crazy with the Baker stuff. I kind of like the Bucks, and I root for them a little bit because how bad the Browns treated Baker Mayfield. And,
yeah, they should have kept him. Really, now you're looking at it.
Yeah, they really should have kept him. And he's really excelled outside the organization, and he's going to have a better career, I think. Well, has had a better career. The Bucks, new life over there. He's not even associated with Browns anymore. The Browns are spending all their money. I like the fact that he's doing something far away from the team.
Yep. So, what's your keys to victory for this game? How do you think the Steelers can win this game? What do they have to do to win this game?
Okay, I'm going to go back to the offense. So, on offense, I'd probably say Russell Wilson cannot turn the ball over. If you give them any momentum in terms of a fumble or an interception in a short field and they get up by 7, we don't know enough, I don't think, to see if we can trust the offense to go and win this game and go and get 14 plus up. But we'll soon be shocked if they do. I'd say run the ball effectively, and I'm saying, like, you don't have to go for big runs, but, like, you know, first downs. No silly plays, no silly errors too. I'd probably say, like, no. I know it's all fundamental stuff, but no penalties. Just don't do any stupid penalties. If it's like first and second and 5, and you get a false start and you're going back, or you have a block in the back or a holding, you're pushing yourself back to 3rd and 10 or whatever it is. Do not push yourself back. Like, do the fundamentals, routine things routinely, like Mike Tomlin says, and just run the ball, get first downs, and I think eventually you'll get a big play and you get Chris Boswell. I'm okay with Chris Boswell getting field goals, man. Yep. 3 points in the first quarter, second, whatever it is. Chip away, defense plays. Because I think the defense, over time, will get Kirk Cousins on the ground and make him make picks and mistakes. Mm-hmm. You could see some picks from JPJ or some of these guys fly around the secondary. Minka or Elliott, those guys in the back. I think we can see them pressure off the edges, rotating Herbig, rotating Wilson. And then, I'd say, sorry, I'm everywhere. 3 keys, I'd say limit penalties, do routine things routinely, like dead set, just get up there, snap the ball, get a 4-yard run, things like that, 5-yard run. And then pressure Kirk Cousins into mistakes. That's really it for me, is defense, and I want to see this. I want to nothing too flashy this game. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. You might not see a 70-yard bomb from Wilson. If we do, wow,
that'd be good.
Just run the ball in defense.
Yeah, I think. I agree with all that, because the Steelers really play an old school game of football. Just go out there, keep the like the second downs or third down short yardage games, and go out there and just play smart. No turnovers. Play to the defense. I believe that the Steelers would probably shock us. They do this every time. I think people think the offense would be horrible, but I think the offense is going to go out there and score opening drive. It's going to be an opening drive score. Watch it be a perfect drive we see from them. I think they're going to start it off like that, and I think most likely they probably score 2 touchdowns. I give them 2 touchdowns probably this game. I think the score will probably be around that, maybe 26 to 18 like range or something like that. I think the defense will do a good job. I think it'll come down to the wire. Like every year, it's a heart attack win for us. I think around week 1 most of the time. So I think the Steelers most likely keep the game close. And then in the end, get a little lead, and then you'll see the defense get a big stop to win the game for us in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, I think I haven't done a score just yet, but I'm going to say, I think I said 3 TDs. I think one show I did was Wilson, 1 TD passing to Pickens. Najee gets 1, Warren gets 1. He's back healthy, by the way. So I was on a Falcons podcast in the chat. I think I said to him that Warren's back, and they went, "What? Thought he was injured." I'm like, nah, you don't know. I was in another few podcasts as well. They think that Quez Watkins is playing for us. He's not. He's on the practice squad.
Yeah,
they also think too around the internet. You go around them, you'll find people out in a heartbeat if they watch Steelers or not. Like really, like we do. They also thought that Calvin Austin was going into his 3rd year that he played his rookie year. That didn't happen.
Yeah, he was injured all rookie season. Yeah. And last year he played, but he was kind of banged. He was like in and out last year a lot. I want to see more for Calvin Austin this year. I need Calvin Austin to be like, he ain't got to go out there and put up 1,000 yards, 800 yards, but I need to see him be like that deep threat, consistent deep threat. Because the last year against the Raiders, he was looking real good. Yeah.
I think we don't know what to expect. I wouldn't be surprised if they line up 5 wide. If they line up 5 wide, they use
speedsters
Paddy Fryer, something like that. If they're using Calvin Austin and Van Jefferson and Pickens in a trio set, I really don't know. I think that we were shown nothing in preseason because they didn't all play together. Offensive line, people are a bit worried about left tackle and right tackle, but it all depends, I think, on the health of Troy Falatanu as well.
Yeah.
But they're going to put it the best 5. So, yeah, in terms of scoring, I said Russell Wilson gets 1 TD at least to Pickens. I think somehow, some way you get him the ball because he's a great target for Wilson. And Wilson's been talking about as well that, and by the way, he's a captain and a leader. He's been talking about in the off season that in the training camp, he's having fun. He's getting on par. And then people rate him for like 2 series or 5 series. That's
he only played like 10 snaps. He only had like 10 like plays. It seemed like it. And they're like, oh, he's the worst quarterback ever. Like, if Russell Wilson had the stats he had last year, if one of our quarterbacks had the stats he had last year on our team, the last year team we had, we probably would have won like 13, 14 games.
26 touchdowns and something like that. And I think we had 12 TDs over 2 years. And you realize now how bad it was and how much of a fan I tried to sugarcoat it. Well, that's all fine. It's fine. It's fine. I love Kenny. It's fine. You know, because we had 12 TDs over 2 years passing.
Yes.
No one's had multiple TDs besides. I think Kenny Pickett had it once and Rudolph had it once.
Yeah, Rudolph, yeah.
So we haven't seen offense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, my score was, Wilson, Najee, Pickens, Najee, and Warren get 1. That's 21. Oswald gets 2 field goals. I'm going to go 27, 16, something like that. 27,
okay. I actually would love that score because it'd be no heart-wrenching game. It'd just be a game where we can just relax in the fourth quarter.
First line. I want something to remind us of the Carolina game. You know what I'm saying? That Carolina game was by 55-0.
Yes.
It was amazing.
And Juju caught the AB. And Big Ben threw like 5 touchdowns that game, I think. But the game that gave me the most heart attack was that Bengals game with Mitch Trubisky. That was too much.
Honestly, you wanted in the chat. I gave up. I was like, I can't anymore. I'm done. I thought we lost twice.
They wanted us to win that game.
We lost the first time. I thought we lost the first time when they went to miss the field. Minka blocked it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, we got a chance. Then we missed it. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then they went down again, and the Bengals missed a field goal, and I was like, this can't be real.
Yeah. Then we see Mr. Trubisky do the best play of his career. He threw like a ball to Pat Fryermuth. I was like, oh, he caught it. And then he went through and got. What the heck?
I think it was on a penalty, on a flag. You know why is a flag though?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure from memory there was a flag. That's why he did it. The only time he did it when he knew how to free play.
I was like, man, that probably the most. That probably took like 5 years off my life. That game right there. So hopefully we don't have none of those no more. The Trubisky game.
Trubisky was like the opposite of Big Ben.
Yes.
You know, Big Ben threw it when he had his eyes closed or behind his back, like Patty Mahomes, apparently. You know. Hey man. I've got 27-16, something like that. I think we win. I think the Falcons Falcon fans are counting us out because we have a really good defense. This is a top 5 defense.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's all we got for the video today. You got anything else you wanna add before we leave?
Hopefully I don't choose Van Jefferson as receiver number 2 for my fantasy draft, but number 4. That's the only one I really want.
Like 0-9 by week 10.
I would send a huge. Hey. I would send a huge statement to the whole NFL fantasy world of like, this guy chose Van Jefferson, number 4th pick, and you won it. Wouldn't that be crazy? I should get like a two championships. But
you can as long as you don't start him, just keep him on the bench. Technically, you still win. You're like, keep him on the bench and then let somebody else play.
I'll get him somehow. I did a fantasy mock draft yesterday. We're gonna get going soon as well. But that's our future talk. No, man, enjoy the game. Everyone enjoy the game from some Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Make sure you keep following this channel if you are new to this channel. It is a fantastic, series and syndicates of other channels out there. DB's doing a great job. We love talking Pittsburgh Steelers football. I'd just say enjoy the game. Here's my one thing. If we're losing by 10 in the first quarter, it's not over.
Yeah.
That's it.
If we lose the game,
I'm not checking Twitter.
It's not over either.
Twitter. Hey?
If we lose the game, it's not over either. Because last year we lost the first game, and they like, oh, we're done. I'm like, it's not over. We got 16 games left.
Exactly right. You don't wait all year to then give up after one game. I think that's crazy. But they should be competitive because they've signed Cameron Hayward to the contract. They've got defensive players back. The guys like Highsmith and TJ, I think they weren't going to fire up and win this game. Like, they're playing inside of a dome. Kirk Cousins' first time as a Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons aren't that threatening, but they're still the favorite somehow. So I think we win. I think we win.
Well, that's all we got for today, people. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content. Subscribe to all Steelers channels. You see a Steelers channel, whether you have 1 subscriber or 100,000 subscribers, subscribe to all the Steelers channels and keep up all the Steelers news. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.